I guess that sort of worked. Sort of. Howdy, Howlers. It's Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Boyd. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, or you're looking to be a witch or witch, please drop by my channel. I'd love to see you. It is going to be a lonely night, I can tell. That is okay. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and start a sprint. Hmm. Share my screen. Sorry about that. How's it going? Looks like not so great. Yeah, well, only sort of. Yeah. Also, hi, Sage. How's it going, love? Yeah, you is. It's fine. Oh, I just finished the formatting that I went to do for Amber. At this stage, I just want her to give the green light on what I've done so far, and then I can flow the rest of the book. Am I tired? I don't know that I am. I'm just feeling stiff and physically tired, but my brain is still going a mile a minute. You know what I mean? I don't know when my husband went to bed. No idea. He didn't say goodnight or anything. I see how it is. This autoplate, which is not cool. Doing good, getting hungry, but don't really want to cook anything. I know those feels. And I made the Be Militantly Gentle merch. Yeah. Brain wants to do all the things. And I technically did that. I have not worked on the comic that I'm supposed to work on in some time. So that will be tomorrow, I think. Brain wants to do all the things. Yeah. I will figure out what next to do. My brain wants to do all the things and yet nothing at all. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Speaks volumes, really. Considering a cigarette. But it's awfully cold outside. It says it's 27 degrees outside right now. I need to do the podcast editing, and Brain does not want to. Brain wants to go back to bed. Then go back to bed. Then go back to bed. Yes, 27 degrees is quite cold. It's not in the negatives, but it is below freezing. I spent most of the day either asleep, eating things I very much should not be eating, or dozing in bed while listening to a weekly podcast about people doing stupid things. Dumb People Town? Because that is that show. Also, Is We Dumb, which recently came out. Think I'm gonna edit and have food, then go back to bed for a bit. Yeah, you deserve it. You've been up a long time. So why did I start this stream? That is a good... It's called What the Fuck is Wrong with You? I see. There are a lot of dumb people podcasts. There are a lot of them. Curiouser and curiouser. Question is, it's honestly more part of a weekly internet radio show called Radio Dead Air, of which What the Fuck IWWY is a single segment. I don't know why the fuck. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, got it. Oh, screw you and your posture checks. Oh. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think I'm gonna do another sprint because I kind of want to smoke a cigarette. Posture checks are important and didn't do any during your stream. It's true. Posture checks. Oh, posture checks indeed. Yawn. Why all of a sudden yawn? I was waiting for Amara Franklin to go live, but I was a very bad internet parent, yeah. But you were telling everybody to be militantly gentle with themselves, mostly. So it's not that you were a bad parent, it's that something slipped through the cracks. Something slipped through the cracks. Oh, hey, how about an impromptu concert? Yeah, mostly with themselves. Yeah. It just slipped through the cracks. Impromptu karaoke. I need to put investing in a better office chair on a planned purchase list. Yeah, this one's back doesn't sit up straight enough to support proper posture. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I can sit straight up. I can sit straight up in mine, but I tend not to. Impromptu karaoke is best karaoke. Okay. Then but is it karaoke if it's my own music? I don't know. It came up recently that like all these people didn't know that I was a musician. Is this one of these things? Oh, is it karaoke if it's my own music? Yes. Yes. Tired. Yawn. Who's yawn? Tired. What are you talking about? Whatever are you talking about? At least the company is good. I think my viewer thingy, like, no, in numbers keep. So it's very interesting. Got distracted by ass pudding. What is ass pudding? Is it pudding that tastes like ass? Or is it pudding that belongs on someone's ass? Or it's like me trying to ignore my stomach roaring at me while thinking, I'm not hungry. I can wait to get a snack. My body is surely not eating itself while we speak. Do not Google that. Oh, it's pudding shaped like an ass. Oh, yeah. Japan is a strange country. Yes. Sometimes. Have you seen the peaches? The peaches with the underwear on them? They look like little bums. They're very cute. Someone made very tiny lingerie for peaches. Yes. Someone made very tiny lingerie for peaches. And that was a business. I don't know if it still is, but we'll see. Japan is a country that is simultaneously cute and terrifying. Yes. Oh no, cigarettes, come back. I told my husband I had 3 cigarettes left, and he said, oh, that'll be enough to hold you over to tomorrow. And considering I won't see my husband until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, he portions cigarettes out to me so that I do not chain smoke. I try not to chain smoke anyway. The Japanese thing that kills me is the little marshmallow animals you dunk to their deaths into your tea or hot chocolate. Yes. No. I have a story about that sort of thing. So when I was young, and when I say young, I mean like 15 years old, I was one of those kids that was really fucked up by the Brave Little Toaster. So if there was anything that was a puppet that was personified in any way, I thought it was a sentient being all on its own. And my friend Jean, she took a cherry tomato and slit a portion, like a part of it, so that it had a mouth. And she was like, hello, Sako. I'm Tommy Tomato, and I don't feel so good. And and all the innards of the tomato go spilling out. And no shit, I was like, oh God, Tommy. I wasn't sleeping a lot as a teenager, by the by. Also, hi, Shar. Hi, Shar. Chaos. Oh, by the way, there is something called Chatbot where you can have your chaos bot. I'm pretty sure. I need to do more homework on it, but I am pretty sure I have figured out how you can have your chaos bot. How did I know it was going to vomit tomato seeds everywhere? Yeah. Adorably tragic. Yeah. Yeah, Chatbot allows you to rename it. And I think, and supposedly it gives you more control than Nightbot does. So I might be switching from Nightbot to Chatbot. And if that happens, what should I name my bot? Socklebot? Nursebot? Thinking brand things. Speaking of Nightbot, Nightbot's like, no, don't let go of me. Spoopybot. Spoopybot would work. I think a small part of me still kind of feels that way. Like if an inanimate object is personified in any way, is given a personality in any capacity, I am convinced that it is a sentient being. Or just call it Fred. Yeah. I still have issues with that kind of thing. It's like I associate everything with having a spirit, and letting them go is hard. Yeah. I love it. Drop Dead Fred. Hey, you were a poet and didn't even know it. Fred was the first name that popped in my head. Is animism or a part of Shinto or something? Yes. Yes. Shinto is one of the religions that does that. There are other religions that do it as well, but Shinto is definitely one of them. Confuse the people who don't realize it's a bot. Yeah. You would do that. Yes. I should have a bot that is like hitting on people in the chat and me like constantly. And so everybody gets mad at the bot. See, here we go again. It's almost as if on command. So my family had this thing where all geckos ever were called Fred. Fred the gecko, huh? Drop Dead Fred. Did you know that the guy who played Drop Dead Fred was actually from a punk 80s British show called The Young Ones? It was an excellent show. It is not fair to run commercials for pizza at almost 3 in the fucking morning. That is not fair. However, it does make me want the pizza that is in my fridge right now. I remember vividly being woken up at 3 a.m. by my mom screaming her head off, and when I opened my door, she yelled, "There's a Fred in my bed." Oh, that's really cute. I love The Young Ones. I've barely seen any of it, but it's hilarious. Yeah, it is. It's on my Amazon list, I think, still yet. But you haven't seen Drop Dead Fred. Oh, if you love The Young Ones, you totally need to see Drop Dead Fred. Basically, what if, oh God, what was his name in The Young Ones? It's escaping me at the moment for some reason. It's been years since I have done the things. But he is a imaginary friend. And this little girl grows up to be an adult and still has an imaginary friend. Get it? I have Pepsi and scotch and leftover Chinese for dinner. My dad was all into The Young Ones, Red Dwarfs, Goodies, all that classic British comedy. Yeah. Red Dwarf. Yeah. Was he Phoebe Cates' imaginary friend? Yes. So, as you can imagine, I have seen bits of all of them. Have seen the most of Red Dwarf, because that's what we have taped from TV. That's cool. What about Blackadder? Did you ever watch Blackadder? Not gonna lie, Red Dwarf is a huge influence on my sci-fi book. Okay. I should have known better. It's cold out here. There's no kind of atmosphere. I'm all alone, more or less. Yep. Oh, Rima, you are a smackhead. Let me fly far away from here. Oh my gosh, Shara, I am so here for your book. Such cute. Such cute. Who knew? Fun. Oh, fun. In the sun. I get it. Took me a minute. The Red Dwarf book was so much darker than the show. Yes, it was. Okay, I'm gonna need that piece of pizza. For real. I'll be right back. I have a vlog. I read Infinity Welcomes Comfort Drivers before I really got into the show, and the differences are stark. I went on a world-building spiral debating whether or not forks should still exist in my futuristic galaxy, and Dad sent me this clip in response. Do you have a wrench? Yes. I'm hoping that this will convince you guys to go and get food, because it has been mentioned by each of you what is up with the food. Yes, you have a wrench. Okay, good.
These statues, you sculpted them yourself? Years ago, I was a different person then. According to my connoisseur chip, they fulfill all 10 requirements for being masterpieces. You have a connoisseur chip? Just because I look like Herman Munster's stuntman doesn't mean to say I can't appreciate art, sir. I shall return with the feast. Can I eat? I mean, in this body, is it possible? Mr. Rimmer, in a hard, light body, you can do anything a human can do, with the added bonus that you are practically indestructible. I can't be hurt? Your pleasure and pain responses remain the same, but you cannot come to harm. Excuse me. Cellular structure is unique. Genetic strands I've never seen before. Part living tissue, part mechanical. We've got to persuade it to come with us. Get us back to Earth in weeks. And what a team we make. Legion with his scientific genius, intellect, culture, and sophistication. And us.
This is a long clip, my love. Hi, Celine. Hi, Al. Machiavelli is flying at you. Anti-graft flatware. Something tells me 4 o'clock is going to roll around and I'm going to order pancakes. I shouldn't, but I'm going to want to. Skip to 225 for the development bit to the forks discussion. Now you're definitely making me want pancakes, and I definitely don't want to make pancakes. Pancakes. It took a while for StreamYard to catch up. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Ooh, ouch. Yow. I have something underneath my shoulder blade that is giving me the guff. I transitioned over to waffles, and now that's what I want. Yeah. Waffles sound good too. Is there a way to mix waffles and pizza? Because I want that now, no matter how terrible it might end up being. I have a bruise on my ribs and my underwires keep digging into it. It's the worst. Why are you wearing a bra? Why? Waffle Beast Pizza. Serves me right for staying at work too late. Oh, you were at work. And having to climb over the fence again because I'm disorganized as fuck. Why did you... What? Why did you have to climb over the fence? Did you lose a key? Just replace the pizza base with waffles. And then cover in sauce and meat. Sage, stop helping! Because I'm currently wearing a t-shirt and my desk is sat right in front of the open window. That would not stop me. Sorry. I'm sorry. That would not stop me from wearing a t-shirt in front of a window. Rather, wearing a t-shirt in front of a window would not cause me to wear a bra. Actually, it would depend on the shirt. I have a couple of shirts where it would really look better if I wore a bra. I'm sorry, I'll just be over here in this corner. I do have a kitty. That one. Little Pabu. I think she fell asleep while bathing. She just turned her head. Okay. She's sitting very oddly. She's sitting very oddly. I am not wearing a shirt, and I think I should probably wear something for the sake of my housemate. It's too hot for shirts at the moment. Hey, curiosity. For people like Sage and Char, who live on the other side of the planet, where it is warm this time of year, are you also celebrating Christmas, or are you celebrating Litha, I think? She turned around and looked at you like, I am not asleep, and how dare you suggest otherwise? Indeed. Do I want baked potatoes, or I want baked potatoes with tuna? It never occurred to me to mix potatoes and tuna. So I don't know if you want tuna in it. And we have Christmas here. It's pretty big, but ridiculous. Yes, you want both of those things. Apparently. Depends on what else you put into your potato. As a note, everything sounds good right now. So, Moon Bunny will be celebrating Litha. Mr. Sage's family will be celebrating Christmas. I'm going to vlog in the city on the weekend and try and show off some of the... Yes! Holy crap. Christmas decor that is still winter themed in 40 Celsius heat, which is like 100 something. Moon Bunny likes the way Raven thinks. Well, everything except any of the things I have in my house, which is frustrating. telling you, there are 24-hour places and DoorDash delivers. Okay, let me get the potatoes baking, and then I'll figure out the rest. Okay. I pity the mall Santas in their full winter suits in the middle of summer. Oh, poor saps. Poor saps. Nobody delivers on this military post anymore. Oh, that sucks. I keep forgetting you live on post. Keep forgetting that. Service dried up about 5 years ago. Oh. Nobody wants to drive on post. Also, I keep forgetting, but I am covered in bruises at the moment. I forget until I do something that knocks them. I don't even know how I got half of them. Also beware, because it could be something wrong with your kidneys or liver. Mysterious bruising. Like, if you have no idea where those bruises are coming from, it could be an organ issue. So you might want to possibly see a doctor. Do a video call or something. Well, they had to get vetted at their own expense to be able to come on post repeatedly, and nobody wanted to pony up the dough for that. Yeah. Because DoorDash doesn't pay enough to make that worth it. Potato checks. You are hungry. Only Sage would pass that check right now. It is true. It is true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I want you. I have matching bruises on my forearms that look like they're from breaking my fall onto something, but I can't remember what. Not really surprising because I bump into stuff and trip a lot. My left foot is still half purple brown from doing something dumb, and my ribs are bruised from climbing the fence. Okay, so they are mysterious bruises that have a plausible cause. Some of them I was like, how the fuck did I get that? And then later remember that it was from something I did the day before. In Soviet Russia chat, we check you for potatoes, not papers. That wasn't nearly as witty as it seemed in my head. In Soviet Russia chat, we check you for potatoes, not papers. Hey Key, how's it going? I think it's just the arm ones I don't remember doing. Though I think I have a few shin bruises as well from tripping over boxes. I love that you kept the accent after the joke. Potatoes are God tier. Are they? I kind of miss potatoes sometimes. I try and not eat them very often because they fuck with my brain chemistry. You know, uh, Sage, that nightshades can trigger migraines, and potatoes are a nightshade. Potatoes are only God tier when you ferment them into vodka. Maybe the arm bruises are also from boxes, but they could be from tripping up the stairs at work again. But I don't remember doing that recently. I like potato vodka. It makes me happy. Potatoes are deity tier. I ate deadly nightshade as a child. I figured potatoes are fine after that. Yes. It's also why you don't eat potatoes raw, because they're poisonous raw. They will make you sick. I did not know that. I did know that. I haven't noticed any particular connection between potato consumption and migraines. Mine seem to be predominantly the heat and light trigger. I'm considering taking you guys out with me. The green parts are poisonous. A little. Yeah, a little. They're like the apple equivalent of tubers. Nightshades are potatoes and tomatoes, that's true. I can't eat tomatoes though, they fuck me up. If you have any gastro and issues, then I think I have more headaches from the last few weeks, but I think they're from dehydration, heat, and screens. I've been having tension headaches, and my tension headaches threaten to become cluster headaches. My tension headaches are pretty nuts. And they last days. And the last time that happened to me, I was seeing a chiropractor, and he cured it. Charlotte loves tomatoes. Alright, I'm gonna suck it up and make some ham wraps rather than falling to temptation and going out and getting food. Be right back. Okay, make some ham wraps. I would die if I had to give up potatoes. I use them in so many things, especially since we don't do meat anymore. Oh, and tofu, seitan, etc. aren't readily available here. I use potato to bulk things out. Yeah. That makes sense. Man, shoulder blade. Trying to stretch it out, but it's giving me guff. It is giving me guff. Oh my god, I definitely need to see a chiropractor again, or get a massage or something, and start doing yoga more diligently. Yes. Honestly, chiropractic and yoga hand in hand. If it was not for yoga, I would be in so much more of a mess. In fact, my fucked up back would probably feel better if I did some fucking yoga. And Moon Bunny misses yoga. You don't practice at home? There's a bunch of YouTubers that do yoga as their show. Like Yoga by Adriene. Yoga by Adriene is pretty solid stuff. Chips, wedges, mash, moussaka, steam boiled okonomiyaki. Okonomiyaki. Potatoes are heaven. Okay. There are times when potatoes are delicious, and then there are times where it is not worth the fallout. Granted, I am on enough meds that I can have it every once in a while, and it won't make me want to kill myself. My back. Oh, my back. That's what I get for sitting on the floor. Oh. Should we do a sprint? Is that a thing we should do? Are you guys trying to be productive? Yoga, that is. Oh, I was doing it really consistently through the first lockdown. Then I slipped off in the gap. Then second lockdown, and I have it on my habit tracker, but I hardly ever get to color in that square. Yoga, that is, not potatoes. I don't need to habit track my potatoes. If it affects you negatively, then just stay away. Small doses can make you even more sensitive if your immune system is twitchy for other reasons. Now let's chat. Okay. It's cool. Ooh, baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. Can you tell I'm starting to get punchy? I'm a little punchy. Yeah, I try and limit the amount of nightshades that I ingest. Thank you for your advice, Key. Dun, 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 dun. In your bullet journal? Habit tracker in your bullet journal? Question mark. Why are we habit tracking potatoes? I will join you to chat if you're not opposed to irrelevant post-work brain mush rambles. Yes. We should all habit track potatoes, to be honest. Are you on Instagram or Facebook or anything weird like that? I think I have you friended on the Face of Books. I think I have you friended on the Face of Books. Charlotte Armstrong. Copy this thingy. Here's the thingy. Post-work ramblings. Post-work ramblings. We should all have track potatoes. Yes. If I could blow this up bigger, I would. Yeah, I kind of zoned out there for a second. Sorry. Yay, on your way. I have raspberry green tea and ham wraps with pickles, mustard, and cheese. It's not what I want, but it's what I got. Hello, darling.
Hello. Oh my gosh. Okay. I can hear. I could hear YouTube through. So I was getting confused through headphones. I hope there's not feedback stuff, but new headphones, testing them out. So, hello. I put a shirt on just for the YouTube. So, you're all welcome. Or disappointed, one of the two. How is the 3 a.m. or whatever time it is there?
It is, in fact, 3 a.m. It is. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Where did I put that chat? Oh my
think
god, I have too many things.
Are you exactly 12 hours from me?
Oh, hell no. It's like 7 p.m. here.
Oh, okay.
I must be like 14, 15 hours?
Yeah.
16 hours?
Something like that.
12 would be 3 plus 4. 16, I think. So I must be 16 ahead.
Mm.
Oh, God, don't get me to do maths. Also, I just logged into Facebook for the first time in ages and I have like 20 notifications. And this is with like, I don't get notifications for many things anymore because I don't use it much. So I was like, oh gosh, what are these? But yes. How is life?
Life
And the
is
universe.
the universe and everything.
Life, the universe, and everything. Whatever that saying is. I can't remember.
Hello, future person.
Hello, I am in the future. The future's alright. I haven't checked the news yet though, so I'll let you know if there's anything to look out for.
You'll
Right.
tell us if our president dies, right?
The leaving one or the one coming in?
The leaving one.
The leaving one. Yeah, I'd definitely be all over that. That'd be some nice news, wouldn't it? Although maybe it'd just make things worse. You never know.
Oh, like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, that's the one. There's this really funny YouTuber that I've been watching lately that's like, she went viral because she does all this sketch comedy stuff and she's an actress sort of a thing. Actress and writer. And she'd been making sketch comedy for like 2 or 3 years at least. And then one of them sort of blew up. So her whole channel blew up at the start of the pandemic. And her sketch that blew up was explaining the pandemic to my past self. So it was like in like January, February self with like I think it was the April self trying to explain what was happening, but without like, well, like the laws of time travel, I don't like, you might want to stock up on toilet paper, and just like, why? It's hilarious. And then like she did another one for like the June self explaining it to the April self, and the April self was like, wait, you mean it's not over? And then it's funny because everything just keeps like the things just keep getting worse and worse. She does another one in October for the June, like explaining to the June self, and just progressively the things that they're just like explaining are funnier and funnier and also worse and worse. It's hilarious. And I feel like there's going to be another one in like January probably.
Very likely.
Yeah.
All the people going to see their families for the holidays.
Oh yeah, like we can do that now because Victoria has like no cases and hasn't had any for 36 days, I think. I just got to travel up to Sydney last weekend, so I have a heap of stuff to edit for a vlog for that. Which that's the first time like traveling interstate since like September last year, because I think I was going to go in May, maybe. And then it was like, nope. Like all the borders were closed and everything. But yeah, like Australia's doing pretty good. We're on like really low case numbers, and the majority are in return from overseas quarantine, is where the cases are actually. Like there's very few in the actual community. I think there was like one scare while I was up in Sydney. Like I arrived there, and then the news the next morning was like, there's been a case confirmed overnight from a person who worked as a cleaner at the hotels where the quarantine are, and she went on the train. So guys, if you're on the train, maybe like self-isolate for a bit and get tested. But I think that was all fine. I think. I think a lot of her family who had been in contact had gotten tested and tested negative. So I don't think that caused any sort of outbreaks or anything, because yeah. But they've been pretty good. Oh gosh, yeah, hard lockdown was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were locked down from the start of July through till the start of November. So it was like 4 or 5 months, and that was after the first lockdown that we started coming out of mid-May. So we had like about maybe a month and a half of lower restrictions, and then we went back into super, super hard. I think ours was one of the most strict lockdowns globally. So yeah, it was not a fun time, but also it was kind of good because like being in it sucked, but we're also like, at least they're taking it seriously and it's working sort of thing. Yeah. So there was a comfort of like, yeah, it sucks, but you can see our case numbers dropping every day, as opposed to somewhere like the States or like France. I think there was a comparison, Victoria and France in like June in late June, early July had the same sort of case numbers rising every day. We went into strict quarantine and France didn't. And by the end of ours, when we were down to 0 cases, France was on like 20,000 a day or something like that.
Whoa.
So it's kind of like you could see what would have happened if we hadn't. So
yeah,
it's lucky. Very lucky.
Well,
but yeah,
fortunate that your government basically put their foot down.
And it's not even our like federal government; it's our state government who was really good. And like our premier of Victoria got so much flack and like kept getting called Dictator Dan because of like in the media, like all the right wing press being complete shitholes. Being like, as a dictator, he's trying to grab power, all this sorts of bullshit at the same time, where we're just like, can you just shut up and like let us get through this, please? Because we would rather not die.
Yeah, we would rather not die.
Yeah. So that was an interesting time.
At least for some of it, bottle-os were open.
That is true. We had alcohol to get through. Unfortunately, that isn't the same for everywhere else.
There's alcohol available in the States.
I think it was South Africa that had like the
that was dry.
Closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of whiskey in June, July, or July, August.
I think I still have vodka in my car.
I've still got like a bit of gin and I've got a bit of scotch left over and I've got some limoncello in the fridge.
Limoncello.
I think that's about it. I tried mixing scotch and Pepsi today because I know like rum and Coke goes together. It wasn't like that great, but it also wasn't bad. It was more
right, but don't spoil the scotch with the Pepsi.
And don't spoil the Pepsi with the scotch. It just wasn't quite the right mix. It was sort of like a uni student mixture. A binge drinking mixture.
Yeah, maybe.
Major alcoholists, yeah.
We still have restrictions, but they're a lot more relaxed now, yeah.
Yeah, oh my god, I spent so much money coming out of lockdown because I just like went shopping a few days, went out to cafes once I could, and once it was sort of safe too. And I was just like, I haven't been able to spend anything, and I've been working full time pretty much the entire way. So I was just like, well, it doesn't really matter if I spend money. And now I have like all of the little things that I wanted to get throughout that I couldn't, or that like I didn't want to pay extra for postage on. So I went to Typo to like exchange one notebook, and I came out with 3 more notebooks, 2 mugs, a candle, and a light up sign when I wasn't intending to buy anything.
Yeah.
That's sort of days. But it's been really nice to get out.
If you're going to mix whiskey, mix it with ginger ale. Yes, I agree. And don't use the good whiskey.
Well, it wasn't like the good whiskey because it was still only like a, I don't know, $30, $40 bottle, which is the cheapest one, but it was the cheapest of like a scotch. So it wasn't like, it like was okay. But I don't have any ginger ale at the moment. I don't think I've even got tonic water. I should check the fridge though, because I'm not actually sure what's in it.
When I was in the army, we would combine all kinds of stupid things with soda. Somebody convinced me to combine peppermint schnapps with Coke.
I once drunk soy sauce and vodka on a dare once. I wouldn't, like, it wasn't bad, but it's not something I'd, like, voluntarily drink again.
No, I not.
Like, it wasn't too bad because it was just sort of, like, salty and vodka-y. But, yeah, there's definitely worse combinations you could have.
Yes.
But, yeah, it wasn't the sort of mixer that you would generally go for. It does sound like Typo. I have a whole box of stuff from there, like, right next to my desk that I haven't started using yet. Like, this wonderful notebook.
That is
and,
wonderful.
And this other wonderful notebook. And about 6 or 7 other wonderful notebooks. So my housemate gave me shit for buying more notebooks from Typo once because she was like, you already have a heap. And my response was to pull the stack of used notebooks out from under my bed and be like, well, technically, A, I'll use them, and B, I have more used notebooks than I currently have unused notebooks, even though I had about like 10 unused notebooks when I was buying more. But like, you can never have too many because when you need a new one, you have a range to choose from and you can pick the one that best suits the project.
Indeed.
Typo, I feel like, is a very safe addiction to have, though, compared to the others that are possible. Or the other options that exist. If you're addicted to buying notebooks, I'd say that's probably better than being addicted to heroin. Heroin, right?
Right. I used to have a bag that said anime. Crack is cheaper. I'm sure I still have that somewhere.
That's the sort of thing that you would get on a Typo notebook, actually.
Yeah.
Some of them, like, I'm really tempted to get, but I would feel kind of bad using them for anything serious.
Yeah.
So I don't end up getting them because they're like the ones about like goofing off work or something like that. And I'm like, well, I can't use that at work because that's not the right message that I want to send to my boss at the moment. And then I would feel bad using it on any of like my voluntary sort of like theatre work or anything like that because that's kind of just like, well, no, because this is the fun stuff. But also, if I had like a 9 to 5 in a job that I hated, I would totally be buying it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm.
I hate having to sell stuff like that.
Yeah.
Typo has a lot of super sassy stationery.
That's the one. Super sassy or like super motivational based stuff.
Cool.
I like the one I accidentally took the wrong notebook to my job when I was working as like a teacher for year 8s at school teaching them Shakespeare, and I accidentally took the notebook that said fresh out of fucks on the front.
Whoops.
And like a couple of the students noticed and thought it was hilarious, but I deliberately tried to like hide it because I was like, technically I know they'll enjoy it, but also I don't want any of like, I didn't mind if the teacher that I was working with noticed because she would also probably think it's hilarious, but I didn't want any of like the snooty like
Students.
other staff, well the other staff members who are a bit snooty and like the ones who liked to think they like ruled the roost at the school.
Oh.
So I was just like, maybe not. Maybe let's not show this to the principal.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not. But yeah.
Yeah. That is exactly the problem. I refuse to sell any of my swords for pretty much that reason.
I don't have a sword, but I've got a ukulele.
Yes, you do. Do you still play it?
Yeah, I played it yesterday for like 30 seconds. I've got that on my habit tracker as well. Oh yeah, you guys are asking. I don't have like a bullet journal per se. Whoops, there go the glasses case. Well, it technically is like a bullet like style journal because it's got the also
Dot
from Typo.
Dot grid.
Dot pages. Yeah, but I really like it. It's just my everything journal. But I've got this sort of layout that I nicked from V. Schwab. So I've got like the days along the top,
Cool.
and then like the different things that I want to track listed down the side. And then if I do it that day, I mark it off. I got a lot of them done at the start of December, and as you can see, it's sort of like there's a big chunk in the middle from like the last week, pretty much, or the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Because I was working all weekend. Like I was in Sydney for an expo, so I was working on all of the days that I would normally have off, and so I am working like an 11-day week until I get another weekend.
Yeesh.
Which normally I do a 4-day week and then a 3-day weekend. But on the plus side, tomorrow I only have to work like a couple of hours, and then it's our staff Christmas party, so we get to go do an escape room, which is pretty fun. So that won't be as much of a work day, and then I have Friday off. So
Yay.
yay!
Friday is supposed to be my day off, but I always end up working on something.
Yeah, that's always kind of the way.
I was supposed to take the weekend off, and I did not do that.
I was working so much, like working so hard for quite a bit of lockdown and everything, that Fridays, even though it was my day off, I was just asleep for the entire day, catching up from all of the sleep that I lost during the week.
Sure.
So I didn't really get much of an extra day off, and then the weekend just sort of flew by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally get that.
Yeah. But, I mean, at least I've got a job through the whole thing. So, on the whole, even though stuck in Melbourne in one of the hardest lockdowns, probably one of the most lucky people in terms of being affected by the whole pandemic. So, you win some, you lose some. That is true. They do always have a sale going. Well, pretty much. If not a sale, they'll have like 3 for 10 or 3 for 15 pretty much all of the time of like the older ones. And they sort of rotate them.
I gotcha. I don't think there are typos here.
I feel like there are, because I'm pretty sure there's an American website that I keep accidentally going to. It's part of the Cotton On, like it's owned by Cotton On. Let me look that up. Maybe it is just Australia. It wouldn't surprise me if such a sarcastic brand was Australian. Maybe it's just in like some areas. Expanded to the US in 2012 and now has more than 140 stores in 11 countries, including South Africa. So that would be why Sage knows it. So South Africa, New Zealand, Hong Kong, the Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and the United Arab Emirates. Just a few. Oh, that's hilarious. So there's also another stationery shop called Smiggle, which I don't know if you have as well. And I just saw, like, I just remembered they're owned by the same company, like the same parent company owns both of them. And Smiggle is like the kid-friendly version of Typo. That's how I thought of it the other day. Because it's like all the fun, like funky stationery, but there's no, I don't think there's any like writing on a lot of them. So there's no smart ass, like sarcastic, rude, like lines on the front of the notebooks. It's just fun, colorful patterns.
I gotcha. That's like Five Below here. It's very kid friendly.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, they don't have the same sort of range either. They have the sort of a set range and then have it in the same sort of items in all different patterns and colors. And so the shop is set up like a massive rainbow, so you can go through and everything is set up in the same sort of display, but it's got the colors across each different spot.
That's the way to do it.
So you can just go, if you want everything in sort of one color, you can go and like it's all in one spot and you can get it all. But it's pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, Typo is just kind of like you go in there and spend half an hour just exploring, picking up stuff. I kind of wish they had like shopping baskets at the door because I would use them. I feel like a lot of people would. I would not feel like I would be like, I probably shouldn't be using them, but I would still use them. I don't know if we have Big Blue, Sage.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And potentially also go in there and spend half your wages. Yeah.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I applied for a job there when I was like job searching, just because I was like, I would use the staff discount all the time.
Yep.
But also, like, I'm not too bummed that I didn't get it because I can just wait till there's sales and then I'm not spending half my wages every week on notebooks.
Yeah. Yay, sales.
I don't know if we do have Big Blue. What is it?
What is Big Blue? I do not know. Do not know.
Like, oh, is it like sort of clothes and stuff?
Big Blue is kind of like Typo and Cotton On together in one store. It's a lot of the same kind of stuff.
Ah, interesting. I think I found the website, but I'm not sure if it's the right one. But it looked like it was like similar to Cotton On, so we'll assume that's the case.
The poor kitty is whimpering in his sleep.
Oh, kitty! I swear I spent like at least 20 minutes today of my work day just patting the dogs. They were so needy today. My bosses have these tiny little dogs. They're so cute, and they bring them into work sometimes. And first I was like, had Cody sitting next to me for the entire team meeting, just giving him belly rubs and like pets. And then Jed came up later and he was like, my turn.
My turn. Belly
Come
rub
on.
me.
I see you gave Cody all the attention before. Now I want some. And I was like, all right. They're so cute though. You can't like say no. They just sit there and go, why? Why? Why are you patting me? Why? I want tea. So my sound quality is there we go. There we go. That should be
There we
better.
go. Yeah.
I think it went to the headphones, which don't, as far as I know, have an inbuilt mic once I unplugged this guy. Oh. What did I think I just got feedback, but I don't know. And now my sound is cut out. Let me just check my settings.
No, it should be fine. I just
I'm fine.
muted my thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Now, what else do I need to unplug? Hard drive. That's what I need to unplug. So I don't really want to carry it to the kitchen. Okay, here we go.
Hey, it's all the trips. All the travel.
Kitchen trip. Okay, so we actually have a clean kitchen for once. Well, I say clean comparatively.
Comparatively.
And we're both as bad as each other, which is hilarious, but also terrible because we don't have a third housemate to keep us on track at the moment. And we need to get a third housemate to help pay the rent next year. So we're trying to be good. And our way of keeping ourselves accountable is to set this up.
Days of Clean Kitchen 3. Oh, I see.
And our high score is currently 0.
Well, 3 is
So
currently your high score, so
it's working so far.
that is good.
But also, you know it's bad when you accidentally drop your laptop onto the floor because it was balanced on a mug and then you accidentally knocked it over.
Why would you balance it on a mug?
Because the entire bench was covered in dishes and there was literally nowhere else to put it. Not the best decision, obviously. And laptop survived okay with a few extra dings. Probably could have done without them, but I mean, can't really undo it now other than be like, maybe I shouldn't put this on top of a mug again. It was a big mug, like there was a lot of balance area, but still not a good decision. Then again, do people really expect good decisions from me at the moment? Because if you do, who are you and do you even know me?
Who are you and do you even know me?
Oh, we're getting the cyberpunk cinematography again.
Yes.
And currently it is golden hour for me, so it's not very cyberpunk, but nice contrast. I'm going outside.
I feel all cyberpunk.
Yes. All right. I have like a brick wall. That's kind of cyberpunk, is it? Kind of, maybe. It's a bit too bright at the moment. I don't know why I walked outside. I just felt like I should also walk outside. No reason. It's nice out at the moment.
It works. What do I look like? The Bureau of Good Decisions? Because I assure you, I am not.
Might use that line.
Raven is one of my funnier friends.
I think I've
He's
seen them
awesome.
around in chat.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great sort of lesson in contrast at the moment. We've got Sarko is like the moody noir cyberpunk having a cigarette, and I'm the cheesy Aussie sitting outside eating a nectarine while it's late afternoon.
I feel like it reminds me of a little bit of Fifth Element, just a little bit when they're going through the hallways of his apartment building.
I need to watch that again. I've seen it once all the way through it, and I've seen it in bits, but it's such a good
You
movie.
should watch it again. It is definitely worth it.
I watched it a few years ago because when I was at uni, we did a thing called O Show, which was like during the orientation week, the student theatre would put on a show that was like a parody of something, but like about life at the university. So that year that we were doing it, like one year that I did it, it was Harry Potter themed. And then another year I did it, it was dystopia themed. So it was like a combination of like Hunger Games, Divergent, with like a bunch of other dystopian movies in. And one of them was The Fifth Element. So they had the two commentators was Ruby Rose. No, not Ruby Rose. What is the something Rose? Is it something Rose from Fifth Element? The really camp one from Fifth Element. And the guy who was played
Ruby
by...
Raw. Isn't it Ruby Raw?
Yeah, something like that. So it had him, and then the one from Hunger Games, who's played by Stanley Tucci, whose character I can't remember the name of. But those were the two commentators on like the Monash games.
Hilarious.
And then I think we had Janine from Divergent as the villain, or something like that. Ruby Rod, that's right. Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose is a gorgeous, gender-neutral...
Oh, I know. I just got the names mixed up in my head because they're both kind of like flamboyant, gender-neutral, androgynous queens.
Yes. Yes, they are, as a matter of fact.
What was his name? Oh, yeah. I was Effie Trinket in that. That was fun. If anyone can imagine me being super, super femme. It's fun to parody sometimes.
I can't imagine you super femme. Like,
that's why I think I'm so good at it. So it's like the polar opposite of my actual personality.
I know, right? Like, if I caught you in makeup, like, that would, like, shock the hell out of me.
Oh, I did do a really convincing bruise makeup the other day that I almost posted on Instagram, but then I didn't want to, like, scare people just yet. So I figured I'd save it for a day when I did want to scare people, because it was, like, a really convincing, like, bruise around my eye.
Oh.
And I sent it to my chaos crew chat that I have with Emily and Renee, and just said like, "Gee, this new because I just bought some special effects makeup," and I was like, "Well, the makeup works." And I think you know how on Instagram you can open the photo that someone sent without opening the chat. Mm-hmm. I think Emily did that, and so she didn't see the comment that said it was makeup, and she was like, "Oh my god, I thought you like walked into the wall or something."
I fell down the stairs.
I was seriously tempted at one point to post it with something like "medicine cabinet's a bitch," but then I thought that would be very insensitive to like domestic violence stuff, so I refrained. And then I thought about posting it, just said "ouch." But then I figured I can just post it with a caption, because the amount of people who will get the initial shock just from seeing the photo before they read the caption, I'll still get people that way anyway.
You should see the other guy. Yeah.
And then have it as two photos and you swipe across the other guy as the makeup kit.
Yeah.
But no, it was really good because it was like the Grace Paint ones that have like the bruise wheel and the cuts wheel.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to get one, and I hadn't been able to get one because I wanted to like go and get it in store so I could see like properly what I was getting. And then I had it at Spotlight, and I finally got to go to Spotlight the other day. Oh man, I have so many actual bruises at the moment as well. Just looking down at my foot to see, oh yeah, it's still faint purple. It was like completely dark purple for a few days. Weirdly enough, though, the purple did not match up with where the bruise actually was. So I don't know what was going on with that, but it was like... That's
kind of bizarre.
I think it was just like, maybe it's because like the burst blood vessels sort of spread through a different part.
Yeah.
And the actual like bit where I hit was slightly higher. But yeah, that was just me being stupid. And I didn't complain about it at all because like literally about 5 seconds before I bruised myself, I'd said to my bosses, I'm like, is there any rule about like jumping face first onto the bed that will void the Airbnb contract? And they're like, no, I don't think so. And then I did it. And I forgot that the rebound sometimes like smacks your feet down really hard. And my foot like smacked down on the little hard like wooden bed frame bit. And so I didn't even be like, ow, fuck or anything. I was just like internally going, well, that was stupid. Well, and then I think I did it for a second time for my vlog. Once I had like I did it second time for my vlog, but I was very careful to like keep my knees bent when like I did the face plant bit because I was like, let's not do that again. I think I also got a bruise like on my shin from that, and then I have another bruise on my shin from walking into a box and accidentally tripping and half falling onto some boxes when I was packing stuff or like unpacking stuff. I still don't know what these ones are from. I think those probably
those look like you caught yourself.
I think I caught myself on something, but I don't remember. I think it was probably the same time I tripped on those boxes, but I don't remember hitting them. Or maybe I did. Like I think I kind of caught myself on something, but I didn't remember it like feeling bruised at the time, so maybe it just took a few days to like come out. And then like bruises along here that aren't really visible, but I can feel them.
Oh,
and for a while I just thought my bra was fitting really badly, and I was like, gee, I really do need to go get a new one. I thought it was fitting okay. And then I remembered, oh, it actually is bruised from climbing over the fence, and there's like a really, really faint like little bit of bruising that I can see. I was just going, why is my bra digging in so badly today? And then I was like, oh, that's right. You were late leaving and you had to climb over the fence, you idiot. So, yeah, I am constantly accident prone, clumsy, but nothing's really new there. At least I don't break easy. I'm going inside. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes at the moment. Oh, the kettle boiled. That's right. That's why I came out here in the first place. Oh my god.
Because tea.
I swear my working memory is completely shit, like stuffed. I got as far, so I think I was on like one of Becca and Hannah's streams. Now I'm balancing you guys on a glass, even though I said I shouldn't do this, just because it's not high enough. But if it falls, it should just fall onto the bench, so it should be fine.
Oh,
I say now. And like I think Hannah was saying she just got diagnosed with ADHD, and I was like, oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that for like 2 years. And they're like, go book an appointment. So I got as far as asking my mum, because I think my old doctor is retired apparently. And I was like, I need to book a doctor's appointment to get a referral for an assessment or something.
Sure.
I got as far as asking my mum to look into trying getting me a doctor's appointment, and then completely forgot. So I need to do that again too. That was like a month ago. But at least I got further this time than I did 2 years ago, when I just like kept forgetting to even try and book an appointment. What tea do I even want? I have so many to choose from. I've already had too much caffeine, so it's a herbal tea kind of day.
Herbal tea.
It doesn't really feel like any of the ones that I've got here. I guess I could have spearmint. That wouldn't be too bad. Decisions. Oh yes, Mrs. Bouquet. That is one of the main inspirations between like the type of character that I can do very well. Or also like Oscar Wilde and overbearing, like over the top rich ladies. That is my like that is the one type of character I can play really well. It's also really fun.
You're awake. My whimpering kitty is awake and chirping. He's probably asking for food, but it is a little early for food.
Yeah, that is true. I still don't know what tea I want. Indecisive as fuck. Ooh, what's this? Oh, that was steaming. It's now empty.
It's too early, no.
Oh, I know what to. I want jasmine tea, and I don't have any. That's always the way, right? You have like 10 different types of tea, and the one that you want is the one that you're out of.
Yeah. All my herbal teas are like ritual witchy teas.
I've got festivity, which is not really ritual, but it could be considered witchy, I guess. In a way. Yeah. There's a thing for that. How's 4 a.m. coming? It's 1 minute away.
Okay, it is 1 minute away. And I'm drinking water.
Oh, I think I've got some nettle tea there as well, but that's kind of like taste a little bit.
Do that editing. Do you need a sprint to actually convince you to edit? Accidentally bought like a whole year's worth of tea at once. The box was like bleeding, Mary bleeding Poppins bag, pulling one box of tea out after the other, wondering if
oh my god, that would be heaven.
Am I ordering pancakes? Not yet.
Ooh, pancakes. I could make pancakes. I've got all the ingredients. Ooh. I got sidetracked thinking about pancakes and I didn't watch how much I was pouring into the cup. It's very lucky I didn't spill it everywhere. Stopped just in time.
Maybe I'm waiting for the program to open. Saya.
I've got I was started doing Vlogmas and then I was like, I'll take a break because I'm in Sydney and I'm exhausted and I don't want to burn out. So I did day 1 Vlogmas and then a substitute video and then I haven't done anything since. And I was like, well, I should probably do something for that. But also I have Sydney Vlog to edit before then. And which is technically kind of Vlogmas. And then I've got the part 2 of the going home one to put up, which I was going to do next.
Enabling help, yeah.
Oh, I bought a muffin. I forgot I bought a muffin. Now I've got a muffin.
Some internet parent you are.
Oh, I also have a donut. I think I want a donut, actually. I went to Office Works yesterday, and there's a place called Daniel's Donuts near it.
I can shut Nightbot up for a hot minute.
They have the best donuts. Okay, I have muffin and donut.
Let's see about log in with YouTube with Psycho Socko. I feel like it wasn't with Psycho Socko. Oh, yeah, it's Psycho Socko. Okay. Good.
Are we sprinting or are we just bumming around still?
I'm
happy
to turn off Nightbot for just a hot second. Moon Bunny Creative is currently my top chatter.
Woo! Whoop, whoop.
Commands, custom, default. All right. Where do I put these things? Timer? Yes, timer. All right, disable all of them.
You know you spent spent borderline too much time with someone when you hear someone else say something and the first thing that pops into your head is something that they would say, but it's now in your own voice.
Yes, if I want. Your contributions to civilization are finally being recognized. I'm jealous. Top chatter.
I have a day-old tiramisu donut, and it is going to be heaven.
Kind of jealous. Maybe I will DoorDash.
Everyone, if you're hungry,
Can I do it from a Computron? I don't think I've ever done it from a Computron before.
Raven, people may think I'm nice, but I am mean in some ways.
You are mean in some ways.
Quite a lot of ways, actually. I'm just good at hiding them.
At least I have some sort of legacy.
Sneak in under the radar and then get them.
I may need to send Mr. Sage to the bakery. My poor cat. Are you? Oh, wow, huh? You are the hungriest cat that ever hungered and hungered. I'll give you a little bit.
Well, I'm definitely getting this one because it's delicious.
He was whimpering at me, and I am weak.
Don't worry. I've just been like teasing the chat by eating a donut in front of them like very extravagantly while you were gone. I was like, she's gone. Let me just bite into this super slowly.
All right, what is this pickle? I love tiramisu
It is heaven.
donuts. That sounds delightful.
Mm-hmm.
I am also a fan.
They also have a golden gaytime donut, but I ate that yesterday.
Right on.
I don't think I am capable of leaving their shop without a golden gaytime donut.
Do I want McDonald's or do I want IHOP?
What's IHOP?
International House of Pancakes.
You want pancakes, but they're not international because we don't have them here. Well, I mean, if people are going to pay me to eat donuts, Sage, I may consider it.
There we are. The whole desk is crooked. There we go. I could have egg things or Dunkin' Donuts delivers. There are 2 Dunkin' Donuts in town. Well, borderline town. One is in Lake Ridge and one is in Dumfries, which are neither of the towns that I live in, but they're close.
I was trying to work out what was rude of me to point out, but I was also like enthusiastically going, "Oh, I was rude. Tell me which one so I can do it again." Was it the international jab? Because that was funny.
You might need to start an OnlyFans for that.
I mean, if people are going to pay me to eat donuts, I mean,
Very rude.
I will consider that.
We Americans think we encompass the whole world. Okay, I technically have enough money to buy a binder after the rest of my budgeting. But I'm also worried that there will be a hidden expense later in the month.
For the binder or for just life? Because life always has hidden expenses. It's a bitch.
I say go ahead and get the binder.
The non-international House of Pancakes. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. We have.
Pancakes, yeah.
I had pancakes the other day at Pancakes on the Rocks at Darling Harbour, which is basically the New South Wales version of Pancake Parlour, which is probably the Australian but better version of IHOP.
I see.
I might go to Pancake Parlour on Friday, actually. I was going to suggest it to the person I'm meeting up with. They have $5 Fridays at the moment, so you can get like various things for $5, which is pretty great. Oh man.
Do I want donuts? Or do I want... Because I think the donut place is like... The donuts would be super fresh.
This donut place is 24 hours. That's how popular it is. And even at like, I've been there at like 11 or 12 at night, and there was still a line out the door about 30 or 40 meters.
Holy crap.
They're like super popular. But they do amazing donuts. So I am not surprised about that. And also, was it donuts or pancakes you're tossing up between? Because
donuts or pancakes, absolutely.
¿Por qué los dos? Both is good.
I am not that much of a fatty. I will do one or the other.
But
they do.
You can order both and then eat half of both, and then you have leftovers, which is extra bonus. See, I have logic. It may be incredibly unuseful logic for a lot of people, but it is a logic all the same.
Frozen matcha. When did they start doing that?
I take that as a massive compliment, Raven. Thank you. I also have a muffin.
For life. The other thing is that Mr. Sage wants me to get therapy, but I definitely can't afford that as an ongoing cost. Yes.
Does South Africa have any sort of funding for that? Because I know in Australia you can get like 6 free sessions a year under Medicare, but I don't know what your healthcare system is like or if you have one. So that may be.
Yeah. It's both too much to ask for. You're not wrong. Can't argue with that logic. Yeah.
I mean, I do have a Patreon, so maybe I should just put donut eating clips on that. Like, this is where your Patreon dollars are going. Just a picture of me like eating a donut.
Hey, I haven't put anything on my Patreon in months, so
The last thing I put on was a series of haikus called "The Life and Death of a Watermelon," which is
Oh.
deliberately hilarious.
deliberately hilarious.
I included like pictures to go with it, and I'm still very proud of that like put together. Because one of my tiers supposedly is like I'll take a prompt each month and write haiku based off it, and then the prompt I got was watermelon from Bethany, because there's like a massive semi-inside joke from her Discord that just started randomly, because on Discord you can react with any emoji. And I think it was Danny just started reacting to everyone with watermelon emojis, and then everyone else just started reacting to everyone else with watermelon emojis. And it spiraled to the point where no one really knew where it came from, but it was a thing.
I see.
And so that was fun. Oh man. Muffins are always so hard to eat when they're like massive, because they just fall everywhere. Not that I am beyond shoving it in my face, because I would definitely do that.
Yes. Half a dozen donuts.
I love that, Raven. I might put that as like a perk tier level. Just the donut level. There is a post about socks on my Patreon as well. I had butt socks.
I don't get to pick my donuts.
Oh, that sucks.
That's really confusing.
Do they have like a phone order system as well as like an online order system? Because then you can just tell them what you want.
Nope.
That sounds like a design flaw to me.
Oh, it is a 24-hour place. That's interesting.
Also, I love this mug.
Do I just like trust that they'll give me cool donuts, or like what? How does this work? Maybe I should do pancakes.
Pancakes are also good.
At least sweet black pepper snacking bacon.
That sounds nice.
It's like in a fry type container. It's just bacon, like in a fry container.
I mean, bacon is really all you need. And if it's like sweet, I'm guessing it's maple or something similar. Hopefully it's maple. And then pepper is also good.
Yeah.
Pepper and maple syrup and bacon. Sounds like an excellent combination. Is that on a donut or is that on pancakes? Because I really hope that's on a donut.
I
want the bacon black pepper sweet donuts.
That is a duck donut thing, and they don't open until like 10 o'clock in the morning.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
That's like another 6 hours. Raven said they thought you choose a number of donuts and then it lets you choose which donuts are a part of that number. But then
usually that would be the case, but
that's what I would expect too.
Want pancakes?
It sounds like the start of a song.
I want pancakes.
I want pancakes. I want pancakes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So I have
Pumpkin
a
spice
Facebook group.
pancake. Pumpkin spice
Pumpkin
pancake.
spice
today.
pancakes. I have a Facebook group called Don't Let the Fraud Police Get You Down. And it is not, as a random person like outside looking into it might think, some weird group about like committing fraud and getting away with it. It's a group of artists who we were all at the same workshop thing, and the fraud police is a metaphor for imposter syndrome from Amanda Palmer. And I completely forgot that I had that until I checked my notifications on Facebook.
Oh, waffles. Chicken and waffles. Fuck yeah.
That sounds good.
Indeed. That is my house. Maybe I should pay for this one myself. Cool. Any day now. Cool.
I mean, to be fair, Raven, ordering food is basically like trying to hack nuclear codes in.
Oh my gosh, I missed all about this. There's almost zero support for mental health under that anyway. This is where your Patreon dollars are going, right in my cake hole with actual cake. Yay. There's supposed to be short stories every month, and I haven't put a single one up yet. Yeah. But what about the socks? Choosing your donuts is the second best part of getting donuts. I agree.
Yes.
I thought you chose the number of donuts and then they let you choose which donuts they are. I thought so too, but at least that's the way it works at Duck Donuts. Like, I don't know what the deal is with the Dunkin' Donuts not allowing me to choose my donuts. I went the whole world sung by Veruca Salt. Yeah, but wanting pancakes. Less entitled and more just hungry. Waffles and chicken. Never understood chicken and waffles, but yes, waffles. Making pancakes, bake 'em pancakes. Take some bacon and you put it in a pancake. Just making pancakes, that's what I'm gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Yeah, chicken and waffles. Yes, I have the same face. Whether I am trying to hack a nuclear code or whether I am ordering chicken and waffles, it is the same face. I mean, Panda. Yeah. Indeed. I've seen her do this a couple of times now, and it's always a nail biter. Patreon was a few short stories up, but I haven't really added much to it in the past few months. Yeah, I have mine set to do it by project rather than by month because I felt like I was ripping my people off.
Mm.
Now the question is there going to be a driver?
For donuts or pancakes?
For pancakes. Is there going to be a driver for...
No, I think they might drop them off with a drone.
No, not here. It would be so wonderful if I could have like drone delivered food. You have no idea how happy that would make me.
Don't mind me, I'm just making of poor 4 a.m. sleepy Sako.
4:30 a.m.
Not for me.
It's true. That is the question. Haven't gotten any engagement on mine yet, so all my content is currently free, so I don't feel like I'm shortchanging anyone. ICBM, yeah.
Yeah, I was meaning to put more effort into Patreon, but I've just been so exhausted from life and work and the universe that I haven't put much stuff up yet. I think I'm going to try and do something for like sort of holiday season as a bit of a thingamabob, but other than that, I'll get to it probably more once I have more time. But yeah,
Also,
life
Instagram is now up and running. Then you should be editing, my love. You should be editing.
Is this book editing or video editing or
Audio editing for a podcast.
I still have like 5 or 6 episodes recorded with my friend that I need to edit as well. I haven't done.
Food delivery by Skynet. The best way to wipe out humanity is to feed us all to death. It is true.
Seriously though, who needs nuclear codes? I don't know why, but my mouth was just suddenly having a really hard time saying nuclear codes. It still is.
Nuclear.
What was I going to say? Who needs nuclear codes when you could have food delivered to you instantly by a drone?
Oh I have a Dasher.
Woo!
I don't know where he is.
What about Prancer and Muncher and Bomber and whatever the others are called? I think I got like 1 reindeer name and 1 dwarf name from Snow White and 1 dwarf name from The Hobbit there. Ah, cool.
Technically video editing because, I see, okay.
Oh man, I have so much video stuff to edit.
I did all of my editing today.
I have a backlog of like 2 months worth of footage when I kept forgetting when I was doing a vlog or if I was doing a vlog or not, and then some vlogs that just didn't make it to vlogs that I might still do. like I started an Addie LaRue reading vlog and then didn't finish it. But I also haven't finished the book yet, so technically I could still finish that one and dig up the footage. And then I was trying to do like vlogs in October that never like made it, that I could turn into a month vlog from October, but I don't even know.
I, Haberdasher.
Haberdasher. I have a haberdasher. I don't. That sounded like a fun thing to say.
Oh, okay.
Haberdasher. Haberdashery. I have sequins though.
What? I have.
Oh shit. I caught.
Oh my god, that's phenomenal.
I am eventually, when I get myself some time and energy to sew again, planning to turn this into a bomber jacket because I can, and it would be awesome. But yes,
I love it. I'm glad you're having fun. Palmer, Donner, and Doc, all pulling a sleigh driven by Gandalf the Red, who is bringing poisoned apples to Grandma's house to murder Rapunzel before she sits on Peter Pumpkin's eater's thumb.
that is a parody that I would like to see. Maybe I'll have to write it.
That was a fever dream of nonsense. Okay.
Ooh, I know what I could do. I've got a string of like Christmas lights I could put on myself. That would be fun. Because what else are you going to do on a Wednesday evening?
Indeed.
It is like an invisibility cloak, except I think it would be a visibility cloak because it's super camp.
It is.
I was originally planning to get like a one that they discontinued, I think, that was black on one side and rainbow on the other. So it was like both emo and gay, and I loved it. But they discontinued that fabric, unfortunately, and I don't know where else I could get it from. So I settled for that one instead, which is like blue and like golden color, which is nice. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I've got heaps of stuff that I've bought that I haven't made into clothes yet, but I've been meaning to.
I know the feeling.
I think I've got some green velvet as well that I was going to make into a bomber jacket. Completely forgot about that. That's still sitting there. But I bought the ribbing stuff this time, so at least I've got the stuff to do the ribbing. And I don't remember whether I've got a zip or not yet, but I need to get one if I don't.
And madness are extracted in equal measure. Indeed.
That is the state of existence that I live in about 99% of the time. It's a nice place. We have tea and Tim Tams.
Beyond the Thames.
The thing is, though, genius and madness most of the time are the same thing, I reckon. It just depends on like the outcome. But they definitely have a lot in common.
Goodness. Woo. Whoa. I need to get Mr. Sage to cut my hair, but the weather is gross. I also need to cut my hair. It's starting to bug the shit out of me.
I cut mine last week or the week before. I've lost track, but a few days ago. Well, I didn't cut the long bit. I just shaved the sides again. That's basically cutting the hair, though.
Right.
That counts.
I've never had Tim Tams.
Maybe I'll have to start that OnlyFans and just do like donuts and Tim Tams and all of the good stuff.
On the internet.
Being snuffled by Irish people.
Snuffled by all.
That's hilarious. I mean,
Fun with language.
yeah. Everyone loves a good Tim Tam slam, though. That's like some good shit. What have I done so far today? I did write stuff at lunch, so I can technically cross that off. I don't think I've done anything else yet. Oh well. I don't think I've had a single day yet where I've got nothing off of like this tracker. So at least that's a plus. But then some of them are very easy to get, so that's deliberate so that I can cross something off and feel mildly productive.
Right on.
I like making to-do lists and including things that I've already done that day just so I can cross them off. There we go. I was taking an Instagram story last night and I just happened to like accidentally get an angle where the light from my laptop reflecting off of my glasses in a, like just over one of my eyes made one of them look like electric blue, and it looks like a sort of like cyborg eye, and I was just like, this looks so cool. But also it kind of reminded me of the whole robot shower thing that was like in, I don't know, July, August, when I was streaming all the time and like everywhere at once. And Devin was just like, yeah, Shaw never sleeps, it's fine, she's a robot.
My food has been picked up and is on the way.
Whoop whoop.
There we are.
What did I actually write today? I know I did something at lunch, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's right. Just notes. I've changed so many things in the last year as I'm like piecing this book together that I have to sometimes rewrite out stuff that I'd already settled on just to remind myself of what the actual thing that I'm going with is out of the various different options that I had. So that's what I did at lunchtime. Because I was starting to forget, because I was like developing some of my other side characters a bit more. And then one of the ones that I had already developed a certain thing, I was like, wait, am I still doing that? And I was like, no, yes, I do need to still do that because that's a very important and an easy way for me to do the character development for the other character that I want to do. So,
Yay.
yay. Computer just decided to have a shit fit. Look, Irish women are great, so I don't blame you there. I kind of want to go live in Dublin for a while. Might do that once the whole sort of...
Dublin was my favorite city.
Well, I want to go start there and maybe branch out and see what else is around. But Dublin, I really like.
Check out
I think it's similar to Melbourne a little bit, which is nice because Melbourne is very sort of similar to the UK in the weather and sarcasm. But yeah, so I want to go to Dublin for a bit. I also want to go to somewhere in Scotland or just all over Scotland. That'd be really nice.
Yes, it is.
Maybe wait for the world to sort of put its pants back on collectively.
It's also the most like DC that as far as places I've
Mm.
been, like it's very DC like.
I haven't been to DC. Well, I haven't really been everywhere. Yeah, I've heard like I know the housing cost is astronomical. They do have a major housing crisis. One of my favorite YouTubers that I've been following for like 4 or 5 years is from Skerries, which is a little sort of seaside village near like I think it's about an hour out of Dublin or like a little way out of Dublin. And yeah, she's been trying to like save up to buy a house for the last 5 or 6 or 7 years. And has talked about the housing prices a lot. Well, not like a super lot, but she was doing monthly vlogs for a while and talked about it several times. And I was just like, yeah, that sounds shit.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like Australia as well. Like, depending on where you are, the housing costs are quite high. Mind you, a lot of people are moving out rural now. Like from Melbourne, there's been like a mass exodus of people moving out to sort of regional Victoria. And I know that the prices are a bit lower in regional, but now they're jumping up because of the lockdown. The lockdown didn't hit regional Victoria, it just hit the city. And the metro area was like ring of steeled off from the rest of the state. So the rest of the state was like in a stage lower of restrictions, and they never went into the sort of same lockdown that we did. And so there's people who got stuck in Melbourne who are like, nah, fuck this, we don't want to do that again. But then everyone's also sort of realizing in the last year that they can work from home, and that's sort of like possible, and that they can get into a decent routine doing that. And so they're moving somewhere that they would like to live and working from home rather than living somewhere close to where they work. So that's interesting. Hopefully it doesn't mean that we get heaps and heaps of people like making the sort of countryside way more populated though, because it was nice and quiet and sort of like away from all of the sort of city noise.
And now it's part of the sprawl.
Yeah. Yeah, even out like sort of where my grandparents' old place was, they like my memories of going there as a little kid was that it was like maybe 10 minutes out of town through empty farmland. And now like about 50% or like 75% of that farmland is now being developed into new housing stuff. That used to all just be empty paddocks about 15 years ago. And now the town has expanded so much in the last 15 years that it sort of got halfway out to where their old farm was. But yeah, it's very nice out there though, so I can see why people would want to live there. I mean, I want to live there, so can't really blame other people.
The longer you're saving and waiting, the more expensive housing becomes.
Yep. Yeah.
That's actually been my experience here, honestly. Between house prices in my area, yeah, and getting hit with one financial crisis after another, the further my prospects for getting a house become.
My parents got caught in the trap of like they had a place completely sort of, I think they'd owned it pretty much outright in the 90s, and then we sold it and moved into state, and in between selling the old place and buying a new place, the market like jumped. Yeah. So we sold it for, if we'd like kept it and then sold it after we bought the new place, we would have gotten a lot more for it, for one, and we probably would have been able to like buy the new place outright. So instead of like being able to buy any of the new places, we had to go back to paying off mortgage. So that sucks. But
Oh well. Moving interstate is fun though. Interesting experience. Got to live near the beach for a while, so that was nice.
That is nice.
So is it pancakes coming or donuts?
Waffles.
Waffles, halfway in between. Kind of.
Kind of.
I think I've got crumpets in the freezer actually.
Oh.
But I already ate a donut and half a muffin, so I probably should leave them in the freezer.
Yeah, probably a good call. Save them for another day.
Save them for another day when I don't want to fall asleep in a food coma. When I do want to fall asleep in a food coma. I currently don't. Oh my god, my brain isn't working properly anymore. Did it ever work properly? Oh, that's something to be debated.
That's.
I'm the one getting 4 a.m. rambles, and you're the one in 4:44 a.m. Funny old thing like that, how that works.
Perpetual debt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I know those feels. I'm drowning in student debt.
I haven't even looked at mine, but I know I got off a lot lighter than a lot of people that I know because I managed to pay off like the first 2 of 4 years up front. And also Australian student debt is a lot less than American student debt because we actually have funding, like Commonwealth supported funding. But even so, I need to look at my HECS debt soon because I'm just like, yeah. Gotta love capitalism.
Wee.
Well, drowning in debts that were meant to keep exception. Oh gosh. Oh, that sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah.
Grandparents got sick. Yeah. I'm sorry, hon.
Now I'm just sitting here staring at like the stage makeup I have. I'm really tempted to just sit here and play with it.
I'm not stopping it.
This is what I used to make that sort of black eye thing.
Cool.
Semi black eye.
Yeah.
I've also got liquid latex that I haven't played with yet. And liquid blood that I didn't really need, but it came in the kit that also had scar wax and liquid latex, which I did want. And I think it had one of the brews or cut wheels that I wanted. And I actually have white paint as well because I wanted some white face paint and I didn't have any last time I needed to use some. So I just had to use regular makeup and see if it would actually do anything. And it kind of did because the lighting kind of washed me out a bit, but it wasn't as white as it should have been.
Oh.
I was trying to do an Amanda Palmer cosplay for like Dresden Dolls, and part of their thing was like the white faces with no sort of mime makeup.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna start playing with that, though, I need to take the headphones off. Probably. Not that that's a big deal. That's easily done. Also, I should probably go wash my hands before sticking them all over my face because, yay!
Probably a good call.
Probably a good call for acne avoidance. Oh, and I plugged everything back in again. Actually, no, I'll be back in like 2 shakes of a dog's tail or whatever they say.
2 shakes of lamb's tail.
Yep. Whatever random animal you're shaking that day. I don't even know if you can hear me anymore because the microphone is quite a way away. It's probably quiet. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Oh wait, mirror. I should get a mirror as well. Hang on. Although I do have the screen there.
You do have the screen.
So this is the first pair of wireless headphones I've ever owned, and I did not expect them to be this freeing. I can literally leave my music on and get up and walk around the house and it's still playing without worrying about tripping over chords.
Isn't it lovely?
Oh, send that to me. Send that to me, Sage. Yes, I need to read this.
Cool.
Operated boy, sitting on the shelf. It's just a toy, but I turn it on and it comes to life. Automatic joy. This is what I want. Kind operated by what am I doing? I'm disconnecting all of my headphones from the thingamabob. Who could ever ask for more? Now it's gonna be in my head until I like say the whole thing. You're welcome. Oh, okay, there we go. I love these, but they do kind of squish my ears a little bit. There we go, they're off. Okay. Life without complications galore. Many weights and shapes to choose from. I will never leave my bedroom. I will never cry at night again. Wrap my arms around and non-pretend. Kind operated boy, sitting on the shore, holding with the real ones that I destroy. Cannot hold a candle to my new boy, and I'll never let him go. And I'll never be alone. Not with my coin, operated boy, boom, boom. Does anyone want the rest of the song? Because I will keep going unless people tell me to shut me up.
Shrek. So this did turn into an impromptu karaoke stream. It looks like my poor...
Your dapper.
Someone is calling me.
Oh, maybe it's your waffles. What sort of weird, fucked up makeup thing should I try and do? I'm open for suggestions.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the...
That's right, I'm half talking to the chat as well, so
Okay.
which I covered with a mirror. Okay. I need to find somewhere to turn the mirror.
Posted that in the middle of me typing my similar response. Yeah. I've never been called by waffles, and that sounds both fascinated and terrified. Oh, he had to turn around.
Oh.
There must have been an accident.
Does anyone in the chat have suggestions for what I should stick on my face? Because I've got cuts wheel and bruise wheel and liquid latex, which I might actually try do something with on Not on face though, because I don't know if I'll react to it, but on body somewhere. Do I need to punch a hole in this, or will it just come out? I wonder. Oh, no, it just comes out. Okay, cool. And I did not think ahead to get. Oh, one thing I really want that I haven't got yet is rigid collodion. But I know a shop that does it. I just don't know if they're open yet. But I still remember how to do like really sort of fucked up. What do you call those? This just smells like PVA. Did I just get like a bottle of PVA that they're just being like, yes, this is special stuff, but it's really just PVA, and you could have just used PVA to do this? Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna be like, no. Maybe it's like specially formulated PVA. What was I saying? Oh yeah, rigid collodion. You can use it to make like really fucked. What do they call them? I know the name. I just forgot. It's not coming into my head right now. Laceration? No. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to Google this because it's really bugging me. And now I've got stuff on my wrist, and I'm gonna get it all over the keyboard. Ha! Can't think of cuts and bruises, but I bet you could do a good Medusa.
Yeah.
Mm. What was I going to do? What? Ligature marks. That's what they're called. If I got rigid collodion, I'd know how to do some really cool stuff like that. This basically just looks like PVA drying. It's hilarious. Okay. Ba-doom. I feel like I probably should have gotten some brushes, but I can't be bothered, so I guess we're doing bruises.
House because they have purely dasher stolen me. They can find you. So if you can contact with the dasher, that will be great. Thank you so much.
Wait, what?
Oh, my name is Daniel. I'm calling you for DoorDash. I'm calling you just to confirm if you are in your house because they have purely dasher stolen me. They can find you. So if you can contact with the dasher, that will.
Oh, the Dasher can't find me.
Oh.
Okay. That's kind of weird, but okay.
I can't see how this is coming up on camera at the moment, but it's coming up pretty good in the mirror. Okay, you guys can't see it as well. Oh, that looks colorful, but like in a cool bruised way. Let's get some.
Apparently, my Dasher is lost. He's so close. Not Mr. Warp Speed from last time. Definitely the opposite of that. I don't have a lot of confidence.
In the Dasher?
Yeah.
Or just in general?
I'm trying to text him, but he's not responding.
Hmm.
That's interesting because usually the USPS is pretty good.
I do really like the colors in this thing. I think it's gone on the hairline a little bit too dark, and now I'm trying to scrape it off a little. But
Oh, I see.
I do really like the colors in this thing, though. It's a lot of fun. Probably should have got some sort of wipe or something. Okay, that's a bit dark. Need some more green and orange and yellow in there.
Jesus.
It's like the balance between trying to get it so that it will show up on camera and trying to get it like so that it actually looks relatively realistic. When you go like over hair, it makes it very obvious that it's makeup, which is unfortunate. But I'm trying to find a way to cover it better.
Okay, that was weird. Computron is still not entirely happy because you're watching videos as well as doing the things, I think.
I love that I'm covered in bruises already and I'm just adding more, like fake ones. We get to the point where like I'll be playing bruise roulette where you try and guess which one's real, which one's fake. Yellow up here.
He's at the wrong intersection.
Oh no.
Yeah, the GPS tried to take him as the crow flies, which is through a gated community.
Oh no. Oops, wrong color.
I'm hitting peak multitasking productivity for me. I'm doing PCH sweepstakes of computer-based training class. It's running in the background for work. I'm watching the video and playing 2 games. Should
No.
probably pull it back. Probably so. Probably.
I think I didn't quite get the angles right on this one, but I mean it's close. Like half the work of getting a bruise to look real is to like have the like know what angle the blow would have come at and know what areas would bruise more deeply.
Yeah.
Really macabre when I'm explaining like this. I'm a writer, it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how well that shows up, but try and get my. I should put the overhead light on. That would help. So my fingers are all just like gnarly now.
Yay.
Best bit is though, if you want like convincing sort of like bruises on your leg or whatever, just do the bruise stuff on your face and then wipe your fingers on your thigh or whatever, and you end up with some really like real looking bruises to the point where I was like going, how did I get that one? And then I realized it was one that I hadn't washed off yet.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what happened last time.
Yeah.
See, the hairline kind of fucks it a little bit. Oh, maybe if I... I think I need more purple and blue in some of these bits. Or blue, I think. The age of the bruise as well would depend on like the coloring in certain bits. And like if it's super fresh, it'll be more sort of red and purple. And if it's a bit older, it'll be yellowy green. And then the other will get a bit blue purple.
It's the wrong neighborhood. There is no gate at my
This is like an odyssey of pancakes, waffles, whatever they are. Like, by the time you get it, it's going to be like 12 years in the future.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the waffles will have run off with someone else. And they'll be like, you'll arrive just in time to glimpse them as they go. That's how the Odyssey ends, isn't it? His wife is about to marry someone else. I don't know. It's been a while since I brushed up on my Greek stuff.
Forgotten how to do it. Oh no. Beat up in the show space. That guy ended up looking more like a bubonic plague than an insult victim. Yeah. Yes, I totally watched Spaced. It was really good.
Yeah. I've looked up many I have a number of concerning Google search histories anyway. But the amount of times I've looked up like real like injuries rather than like fake movie ones so that you can see how to make it actually look more realistic is I'm probably on a watch list somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, who is this person who's like Googling weird killing techniques of the mafia and black eyes and bruises and stuff?
Yeah.
And interest. Oh, I think I've Google searched most gruesome ways to murder somebody. I can't remember what I was looking it up for, but it was something to do with writing. Just looking for inspiration. Yellow, that's what I need more of. Make it look a bit more.
I'm about to cancel this order. He's so close. Like, it's ridiculous how close he is. Yes, he's actually on the way. Okay, good. And Odysseus has to prove himself by stringing his bow to break up the marriage of his wife to another man, a bow he was supposed to be the only person who could string.
Yeah, wasn't that the competition as well? Like the competition for his wife's hand in marriage, because I just sort of assumed he was never coming back, was to string his bow. That was like the final thing, and so he entered the competition himself. I feel like that's at least one version, if it's not the actual version. Oh, this is cool.
Hooray!
I have some very weird hobbies, I'm just realizing. Well, not just realizing, but becoming more aware of the fact.
Yeah.
I once made some very convincing
looking cuts using glue stick and pen. That was a fun day. I don't think I was ever mean enough to do it at school though, but that would have been a great way to freak out a teacher. Been boning up.
Now that I was, not that I was ignorant before, but I've gotten back into folklore and mythology more again since I started talking to her. Ooh. Ooh. I wonder if I should stand outside just to fucking
Be there.
be there so that he knows
Yeah,
he's in the right place.
Go out once he's like about, I don't know, on the street. Just go out on the street and yell, "Where are my waffles?" Wake up the neighborhood. That'd be fun.
That's a terrible idea.
I know, which is why it's so appealing.
I would get shot.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's the advantage of being in Australia. Like, there's barely any guns. He's in Melbourne. I'm in Melbourne. Can I meet your Aussie crush? Can live vicariously through me.
Live vicarious. All right, I'm gonna see what's up with this.
Waffles, waffles. I feel like I should have got a brush to try these bits. Might still. No. Maybe. Ooh, pencil might work. Okay, so we want some darker in the edge and underneath. I'm making cuts here, if anyone's wondering what I'm currently doing. And I don't have a brush and I can't be bothered going to get one, so I'm using a pencil. Because, I mean, use what you got, right? Oh, this looks really cool. Waffles!
Waffles. Now the question is, do I eat them on screen 3 hours into the stream?
Yes. They've waited this long. You can't hold out on them now.
Food has arrived. Now that my food is probably cold.
Probably. Yeah, that is the disadvantage.
Hello, Nobu. No, you're not getting any of this. Hey. Of course, I somehow dropped drops of syrup on myself somehow.
I mean, that's just part of
eating waffles, isn't it? Does
I
anyone
so.
not do that? Because if they are, they're an odd exception, I would say. I mean, this is looking very, very gross.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a bottle of fake blood to add on as well if it cooperates. Not sure exactly what I'm going for at this stage, though, so it's anyone's guess. Mind you, I have had quite a bit of practice at doing like fake cut marks because I did a show where that was one of the characters. Bit depressing. Don't self-harm people. I know it's not that simple, but like get help if you can. But it was fun to do the makeup, as depressing as like the thing it represented was.
Sure.
And I didn't have any like proper special effects makeup, so I was just using like a bunch of different colored lipsticks and like lip liners and eyeliners, and doing it with I think I used a bit of like paler foundation as well to do like old scars sort of intermingled with like browns and darker reds, so it was like a layered effect of to show that it was from multiple different times for the character. Not what I was going for now, though. I just wanted to experiment with this latex stuff. And wrist is, ironically, the easiest place to apply it. I think I worked out what was missing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you needed the trail off bits on each side because there's the edges that are thinner heal faster, so they would already be semi-healed before the bit of skin that's popping up. Well, latex. That I can do. These have almost unintentionally become ligature marks. Again, not what I was intending, but I mean, placement is alright. I think you were off getting the waffles, but I couldn't be bothered going to get a proper brush, so I'm using a pencil.
Okay.
It's working so far.
Yes. Yes, I am familiar with such a character. Who looks exactly like Santa Claus, by the way.
Okay.
Hmm. I like the idea of inhuman sassism a little more.
Human sassism sounds like the sort of trait that you aspire to have. I would like some inhuman sassism. I feel like a lot of YA main characters have inhuman sassism.
Hmm.
Hmm. All right. Oh, this fake blood smells really strong.
Inhuman sassism. When you can sass so hard, you can break reality because the sass is too strong.
Yeah. How are the waffles?
Cold.
Oh, that is sad. Okay, so some of the blood kind of like dissolved a little bit of the latex.
Oh.
I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Like, I think it was not like dissolve. I think it's just water soluble. So the liquidiness of it did that. Good to know. I feel like it'll look good on camera, but like, and from a distance, but up close, it's a little shit.
Mm. Yeah, from a distance, it looks fine.
I'm trying to get the good lighting. Wait, angles. That's what I need.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to use the mirror to rebound light onto it. There we go.
I gotcha.
Kind of works.
Kind of scabby.
I'm an idiot. I could have just done this.
Yeah. Silly
So-
girl.
So yeah, from further away it looks more gross. But also, if I was going like for super realism, I'd need some more deeper cuts on the outside, and also it doesn't go all the way around. But oh yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just blood soluble. I don't know.
From a distance.
Looks nice and sticky though. I think I probably should have let it dry more. But we'll see. Interesting.
I will eat the chicken for lunch.
I think I do want to get like the I got blood in my white.
Nice.
I do want to get the rigid collodion though, because that's really good for doing old scars that are sort of indented. And I know there's one thing I want to practice specifically that would require that. I work right near the shop as well. Like every time I go past, I'm like, that's that place I went in to get rigid collodion once, and they were out of stock at the time. And I thought I'll come back when they're in stock, and then I never went back because I just kept forgetting and putting it off. It happens all the time. And I got most of it off.
I have consumed my waffles. And it is 5:30 in the morning. And I have not yet been to bed.
You should probably do that, I think.
I think you're right. I think I should probably do that.
I should probably go wash my face off. Because yeah. Or I could like go and just walk into my housemate's room and be like, ouch. Probably just laugh. Oh, I just tried the scar wax. Oh, I've still got to try scar wax later. I'll give that a go another day. Anyway, you should sleep. Try to do it when it gets to 3 on the timer.
I think I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna watch the clock like obsessively until it says all of those threes.
We've got another
Minute or so.
minute and 3 seconds. And StreamYard can take like a few seconds to load it as well, so you might have to preempt it by like 3 seconds.
It's true.
Oh man, I really should wash this up at some point.
Well, I will take this moment to say thank you, Raven and Sage, for hanging out with us while we chatted.
And in my case, do really weird shit on camera.
And in Char's case, do really weird shit on camera.
Mind you, I haven't streamed in a while, so maybe I'm just like getting out all of my weird impulses.
All at once.
I'm like, oh, there's people watching. I should put bruises all over my face, but fake ones.
All right. 3.
Woo!
Oh.